Money is freedom until you trap yourself with it. It's freedom from poverty, so it can be literal salvation. But if you see it as anything more than means to your surviving and thriving, it'll ruin you. Don't think so? You might in a few minutes. You can't survive without your basic needs, like shelter, which money provides for. Likewise, you can't really thrive without other needs, like self-respect and self-actualization. Money can provide for these other needs too. It can free you so you can quit an undignified job you hate, and even free you to find your own fulfilling work you love, right? Like money could fund the startup of your own business. Once you're surviving and thriving, money has served its purpose. But you have extra money, so you hoard the excess for yourself and give money a new purpose: gratification. And this is when you trap yourself and ruin yourself. Maybe you get a big house with a big mortgage, and now you're working to pay off that mortgage and get that gratification. So your work is about gratification now. It's not really about surviving and thriving anymore. The work you found for yourself and loved has lost its meaning. And without that sense of meaning, you're not really thriving anymore. You trapped yourself with gratification, and you're ruining yourself because gratification is never really satiated. So maybe you get into traveling too. Expensive trips. Sounds good, right? Except gratification is kind of like a high. Each time you do it, there's a diminishing return and desensitization. So you keep spending your money on newer highs. You might be thinking, we're just talking about travel here. Consider Jeff Bezos. He just got his super yacht for his travels. Dude is totally high on travel and his money. Bezos is an extreme example of the addiction, but one nonetheless. This is the kind of thing people do when they hoard money and give it a different purpose. They indulge themselves and their urges and ignore their conscience. Their conscience that tells them this kind of selfish spending is too much. They sell themselves to their money. And their money, addictions, expenses, and possessions own them.
Things you own end up owning you.
And that's how you'll ruin yourself. By whoring yourself to gratification. By thinking basic needs and a few others, like self-actualization, isn't enough. When really, it's everything. Maybe people just don't realize it because they don't take enough time to bask in their thriving. So if you're there, thriving and self-actualized, bask in it and consider letting that be it. Maybe spend your extra money helping others get there too, especially if that's what your conscience is telling you. And if you're not there, find it and consider putting your money to that end. And once you're there, bask in it and consider letting that be it. Hey, thanks for watching. And hey, how are you spending your money? Say so below. Also, this is a new channel with weekly content, and for more like this, click here or subscribe.